Hello students, welcome back to our video. So in the last video we completed with the export procedure. So from today we are going to start with a new point, that is role of WTO and GATT. So full form of WTO is World Trade Organization, and the full form of GATT is General Agreement on Trade and Tariff. We are going to learn this today. After the Second World War, political equations at international level have been changed. The nations have been involved in the war became weaker economically. In such new political conditions, the necessity emerged to establish an organization in order to create harmony among the different countries in the field of trade and other fields. As a result of this general agreement on the trade and tariff, that is GATT, was made. Each country created some restrictions or limit as per its requirement, but no development could be achieved due to this, and the necessity of liberalizations emerged and World Trade Organizations was formed. Got it? So now let us look at the meaning of World Trade Organization. World Trade Organization, or the WTO, maintains the international trade relationship so that there can be common place for the international trade and the path to globalizations can be widened and spread. So you all know the meaning of international trade. Export and import of goods is known as international trade. So WTO helps to maintain the international trade relationship so that there can be a common place for the international trade and the path of globalizations can be widened and spread. So it can, international trade can be increased. The world's 104 countries have signed in support of this organization. This organization started its work officially from the 1st July 1995. India is a member of this organization from the beginning. Service sectors have got rapid growth due to the work and administrations of the WTO. Boundary lines were erased in the field of insurance, banking and transportation, and the entire world has become the global village. Means the entire world has become one. Global village means one. In the entire world, export and import is taking place, and there are world's 104 countries are the member of the WTO organization, and India was the member from its beginning. And this service was started officially from the 1st July 1995. World market is developed along with the world trade. Due to these organizations, products related to agriculture, industries, health related facilities can be produced at a larger scale, and export of such things are also promoted. And in the field of education, foreign universities have also got the opportunities to enter the India. Countries like America, Canada and Australia have arranged their campus in Gujarat and other various states of India to render their services. Got it? That's why we can say that the whole world has become the global village, and in this the international trade is taking place for the trade. Got it? Now let us look at the meaning of General Agreement on Trade and Tariff, that is GATT. GATT. The Government of India has made different agreements with different countries in order to join its industries with the foreign stream. That is, it is called the GATT. So Government of India has made different agreements with the different countries, in order to join its industries with the foreign streams, that is known as GATT. In 1948, an agreement among the 23 nations was made at Geneva. The basic aim of this agreement was to bring international trade in the direction of free trade and to enhance the international trade and to encourage the division of regional labor. GATT is a free trade policy suitable to globalization. The administration system is also favorable and the material facilities have also been increasing. Modern systems in the trade world are taking shapes. Got it? So general agreement is like general agreement between the different countries in order to join its industries with the foreign systems. That is known as GATT. Now let us look at the problems of international trade. Trade taking place among the different countries of the world is called international trade. Different countries have different restrictions in international trade. They are known as the problems of international trade. They are as under. So first problem of international trade is problem of currency. Different countries have different currencies. For example, India has currency of rupees currency, then USA currency is dollar, then UK's currency is pound. So different countries have different currencies. So it becomes difficult to settle a deal due to currency problems. The importer and the exporter face the problems due to the lack of adequate knowledge about the foreign exchange. So that is the one problem. Then second problem is diversity of language. Each country of the world has different languages. So diversity of language is also a problem in international trade. However, English language gets rid of this problem to some extent, even though dealing with some backward countries creates this problem. Then the third problem of international trade is the problem of distance. Due to very long distance between the two countries, in international trade, a lot of problems in communications and the transportations of goods are created due to the long distance between the international trade or between the two countries. Then the fourth problem is restrictions and controls. Different countries impose different restrictions on international trade as per their political and economical policies. International trade gets barrier due to too much restrictions imposed by the government. Then the fifth is risk. Most of the international trade is transported via sea route. It involves risk like damage of the goods due to the bad weather, sinking of the goods and the robbery of the goods by the pirates, etc. So there is lot of risk involved in the international trade. Then the sixth one is difference in laws. Different countries have different trade laws, so it becomes a problem to understand them easily. Then the seventh one is lack of traders' contact. The contact with the trader is very rare in international trade. The traders are quite unfamiliar with each other when there is a great distance between the two countries. So, for this, it creates a problem in payment when there is no direct contact between the importer and the exporter. And the last problem of international trade is problem of weighing scale. So, sometimes different countries have a problem regarding the weighing scale as they have different weighing scale. Got it? So these were the following problems of the international trade. So now we are going to stop here. In the next video, we would be looking at the differences between the internal and the international trade. So if you have any questions or any doubts, please feel free to comment below the video. Thank you.